Hi, my name is Chris Hart. I am a cartoonist. I'm glad you joined me today. By way of introduction, I'm an author of a large series of how to draw books, everything from manga to cartoons and figure drawing. Here's one of my books, Cartooning the Ultimate Character Design Book, which has a lot of fun tips and techniques for drawing all sorts of different character types. And I recommend that if you're looking forward to developing your own characters. I have sold 3.5 million copies domestically, and I'm in 20 different languages. So I appreciate your watching YouTube and for you getting my books. We're going to start off today learning how to draw a very exaggerated type of character. These are very contemporary characters. This is a skunk, and he's so exaggerated that unless you see his markings, you would have no idea that he's anything other than a woodland creature. But if you start to use the markings in here as laid out, I'm just going to do this very quickly and roughly, you start to see that yes, he is that kind of stinky creature that we all like to have in our cartoons, skunk. And the point is that you can really exaggerate characters today, really push the boundaries, but you have to have something in there that will key the audience into the type of character it is. I'm not going to spend time filling in the entire thing, but you get the idea that by the stripe on the front, stripe in the back, you know, we can see that he's a skunk, and also he has these little smell marks coming off. So we're going to learn how to draw this really exaggerated character. What makes it look so exaggerated? Well, first thing to notice is that he doesn't have a head. It's all a body. The whole head is subsumed into the body. And so from here, we'll stretch out a bridge of the nose, very thin. And again, we're keeping the animal's integrity here because a skunk has a very pointy kind of nose. They're actually a rodent. Gigantic mouth. Actually, we'll bring this up even a little higher. The higher smile, the more energy it has. Like so. Big mouth, wide mouth. And we're going to elongate that nose, and we're going to stick a little ball on the outside of here. I'll give it a little shine. A couple of whiskers. Now for the teeth, no realistic teeth at all. We're going to give him giant teeth. 2 big buck teeth, but to add that sort of contemporary look, we'll give him another chopper down below, which would make it impossible for him to close his mouth, but we're not going to worry about that. That's his problem. Okay, now some eyebrows floating off the top of the head. Again, that pushes it into another realm where it's not at all realistic. And we're going to give him some spiked hair, a little manga background rubbing off, but this is a fun look, kind of careless look. Bring it into 2 small rounded ears, like so, kind of pairing. A little more shadow in here. See that little shadow? Gives a little depth, and you can add a little shading here. This is darker, this is lighter shading. And we'll darken those eyes here. Like so. Here's another thing to notice. That the eyes, one eye, actually breaks past the boundary of the body itself, which is like a kooky, crazy thing, but that's the whole idea, making a kooky, crazy character. So it doesn't fit right into the head. Now, to make him look kind of extra pudgy, we're not going to give him any semblance of a shoulder. Shoulder would be here, and we would articulate that in other characters, but not with this guy. We will just get his fingers going back, like so. Show the interior of the mouth, but I'm going to bring a tongue out like this, just for wackiness. But notice that the tongue passes the back part of the mouth, and that's so you avoid something called a tangent. And a tangent is if this were to end right here, it would touching this line would look a little weird, so you want to break past that line. And now we will shade that in. Add a little bit of a lip here, an indication of the jaw. And I like to make it a little bit thicker on this side and a little thicker on this side because we're looking from this angle. And a little bit of fold of fat. Give him some toes right here. And we will also give him a marking in here as we had in the first one, like so. Darken that in a little more. Some whiskers coming off. A little line under the eye. Maybe he's a tired skunk, but that's kind of fun for him. And here's one line coming down here, showing that white fluffy part down below here. And then here's the line that gives him that stripe. So here will be black, here will be black, and over here will be white, like so. And instead of, with more old-fashioned characters giving him a cheek out here, we'll just let it go straight down, straight like this. Now, hang out with me here for a second. I want to show you how we do the eyes. To make these contemporary characters, we're going to give them big shines. And instead of doing it right in the middle, which would look wrong. If you put it right in the middle, he's going to look like he's staring, like a deer in the headlights. So put a nice big shine in a corner, an upper corner, as if a light source were coming down, like from the sun or ceiling, and hitting there. And then we have a bounce light, a little bit of light source down below, over here. And to make it look really wacky, we add a third one here, which is totally gratuitous. It means nothing except we give them this sort of like supercharged look. I'm going to even that out if I can. And this is my trusty light shine here. It's my paint, and can't go too far without that or an eraser. All right, so I'm gonna just darken the eyebrows again, darken this a little more, and I'll bring back our guy. Here he is, so we can see what we've done. So I hope this is helpful. It was a way to push a character and really make it different than just your old-fashioned cute and cuddly guy. Make him a little nuts, and it's fun. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for another video. Bye-bye.